Shalom. It's your brother Kaja Kwala coming back at you with another lesson, giving all glory, honor, and praises to Yahweh by Hashem Yahushai, by Hashem Chakadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone and Rule and Teach Well. Peace, love, salutation to the elect 144 First Fruit. All right, as you can see on my screen, I have Isaiah 34. The reason I want to bring this out is the fact that Michael, the archangel, is going to have to stand up and fight for us. All right, we're coming into those times. We're coming into those times where, we're going to need this help. Simple and put as that, and plain as that. All right, so without further ado, this is Isaiah 34:1, and this is going to give you some details of what I'm going to bring out other precepts of what the battle in heaven is going to look like. So Isaiah 34:1 says, "Come near, ye nations, to hear, and hearken, ye people. Let the earth hear, and all that is therein, the world, and all things that come forth of it." Right? So the word of the Lord is being spoken to everybody via what is prophets. Okay? Via his prophets. Okay? So let me go to, I want to say it's First Chronicles 20. Second Chronicles 20. Let's try that. Yeah, Second Chronicles 20:20. It says, and they, reason I'm bringing this out is I mentioned that these words come out of the mouth of the prophets that the Lord set up. All right. So it says, Second Chronicles 20:20, and they rose early in the morning and went forth unto the wilderness of Tekoa. And as they went forth, Jehoshaphat stood and said, "Hear me, O Judah, and ye inhabitants of Jerusalem. Believe," it says, "believe in the Lord your power, so shall ye be established. Believe his prophets, so shall ye prosper." So, right, all these words that are spoken out of the mouths of the prophets. The Spirit of the Lord puts his spirit on the prophets. And if you don't believe the prophets, then you don't believe the Heavenly Father. All right, because the scriptures right here clearly say to believe in his prophets, the ones that the Lord set up to preach this and to teach this and give the warning to the people. All right, verse 2. So pretty much what verse 1 is everybody from the four corners of the earth, come and listen to what I'm about to say. Verse 2, it says, "For the indignation of the Lord is upon all nations, and his fury upon all their armies. Salakia. He hath utterly destroyed them. He hath delivered them to the slaughter." Right. So this is a prophecy. Okay. It says, for the indignation of the Lord is upon all nations, and his fury is upon all their armies. Right. The indignation is upon them. That's the first. This is the prophecy right here in hand, and it's the colon is there for the explanation of what that means. The second part of this is what's going to come to pass. But since it's written like this, so it's already been written, so we know this is going to happen. All right. It says, "He hath utterly destroyed them; he hath delivered them to the slaughter." Right. And also, you got to remember the times that this prophecy was written in. Okay. But we're applying this to our times. Yes, the Lord is going to have fury in all these armies round about, and yes, he's going to utterly destroy them. Verse 3 says, "Their slain also shall be cast out, and their stink shall come up out of their carcasses, and the mountains shall be melted with their blood." Verse 4, it says, "And all the hosts of heaven shall be dissolved, and the heavens shall be rolled together as a scroll, and all their hosts shall fall down, as the leaf falleth from the vine, and as a falling fig from the fig tree." Give me 1 second, Arjun. Salaki. Yeah, so it says, and all the host, let's get into that. All the hosts of heaven shall be dissolved. Now, when we read this, this is, again, this is another prophecy from Isaiah, but this is literal, okay? So we actually going to see this. So it says, and all the hosts of heaven shall be dissolved. And of course, that's not talking about the host of the angelic armies, okay, that are going to come and fight. They're going to be the ones dissolving another host. So it says, and all the hosts of heaven shall be dissolved. So with that being said, let me go ahead and bring up Revelation, the 12th chapter, really quickly. All right. So again, it says, all the hosts of heaven shall be dissolved. It's Revelation 12 and 7. It says, and there was war in heaven. Michael and his angels fought against the dragon, and the dragon fought and his angels. Right. So there was a war in heaven, and here's the explanation of that war in heaven. It was Michael and the angels versus the dragon, or would you say this evil ass serpent Esau, okay, on earth today, and his mechanical things that he creates, aka some of his planes. All right. When you read Revelation 9, some of his planes are described in that chapter. It says, and the dragon fought and his angels. Right. So it was Esau in the sky fighting against Michael in their vehicles, in the angelic vehicles in the sky. Reason I say that, because when you look into this Greek word heaven, okay, which is Uranus or Oranos, it means what? The vaulted expanse of the sky with all things visible in it. The vaulted expanse of the sky with all things visible in it, meaning we're actually going to see these battles happen in the sky. The angels versus Esau's fighter jets, you could say. All right, we're going to see these things. Okay, so it says, and all the hosts of heaven shall be dissolved. So this answers the conclusion of the matter in Revelation 12 and 7. Now we understand that there was and of course 8 answers it too, but that's how you know these prophets were in the same spirit as one another, because they see the same things. So John the Revelator saw these angels fighting against Esau and his carnal chariots. And it says in Isaiah 34 and 4, and all the hosts of heaven shall be dissolved, right? So Esau's host, you go into the word host, it means armies. Now we understand that because of what? The second verse. It says fury upon all their armies. So context clues, that host, because we know we're speaking about the Lord coming up with the armies, is speaking about the armies of heaven, right? Or the armies of the sky, which would be the dragon and his angels, are his vehicles of war in the sky, and those are going to be dissolved. It says, and the heavens shall be rolled together as a scroll. Again, this is another literal thing that we're going to see. This is speaking about like a mushroom cloud, or from a nuclear weapon. Now we've seen mushroom clouds from atomic bombs, but we haven't seen one from a nuclear weapon yet. Right? And it's speaking as in like a full action, like used in war. It says, and all their hosts shall fall down. Correct. Literally. These chariots are going to laser beam them, their fighter jets are going to fall down to the earth and blow up. It says, as the leaf falleth from the vine, and as the falling fig from the fig tree. That's actually going to happen. And it's going to be done via Michael and his hosts. All right, Michael is the archangel of the Lord, man. All right. When you go into it, Michael's name means who is like the Most High. Right. It says the first of the chief princes of the archangels, who is supposed to be the guardian angel of the Israelites. So he's the top angel. All right. That's how you know the times that we're coming in. We need the top angel to come and defend us. All right, so that brings me to what? Which y'all should know I'm going to. This should be a basic lesson. Daniel 12. Daniel 12:1, it says, and at that time shall Michael stand up, the great prince, which standeth before the children of thy people. Right, so we went into the definition of Michael, and it means who is like the Most High, and also he is the chief archangel who stands up for the Israelites. That's literally what his name means. All right, he stands up for us, and that's exactly what is spoken about in Daniel 12:1. The great prince, which standeth for the children of thy people, which are the Israelites. All right, just like Yahushua, he ain't coming back for you, you know, retarded ass heathens. He's coming back, and he ain't even coming back for you retarded ass 2/3 Israelites either. Michael's standing up and defending the elect, all right, which the elect is comprised of the 144,000, and then you have the elect 1/3, all right, which could be millions of people, all right, but the 1/3 are going to come out of America, okay? They're going to come out of America. How do we know that? Because of what it says in Zechariah 13, which I'm going to get real quick, and I'm going to jump back on topic. These are all milk scriptures, you know. Let's see. This is Zechariah. Zechariah 13 and 8, it says, and it shall come to pass that in all the land, saith the Lord, 2 parts therein shall be cut off and die, but the third shall be left therein. Right. Now, how do we know, like I was speaking, that it's America? Because it says that in the land. And that's emphasized, that in that land, in all the land, that is America. That is that land that is speaking about. You know, another Hosea 1:9. Okay? Let's read it. It says Hosea 1:9, then said Yahweh, call his name Lo me, for ye are not my people, and I will not be your power. It says, yet the number of the children of Israel be as the sand of the sea, which cannot be measured nor numbered. It shall come to pass that, and it says again, emphasize that in the place where it was said unto them, ye are not my people, there shall be said unto them, ye are the sons of the living power. So what is in that place? The place is America, because what? We were told that we are not the children of the Heavenly Father in this land. But in this land, we are told that we are the sons of the living power when we come to find out, when the truth hit. Okay? So when it says that in Hosea 1:10, and also was that Zechariah 13:8, in the land, that in all the land, that is speaking about America. The land is America, and in the place is America. All right. Simple and plain as that. All these things are going to happen. You know, that's where a lot of these prophecies are going to happen in America, which is AKA Babylon the Great in scripts. All right. But the elect 1/3 is going to come out of America, and it's going to be millions. And that's who Michael is going to stand up for. The 144 in there, those millions of 1/3 women and children, and sprinkled in there a few of the men. All right, who's Michael's going to stand up for, and those are the ones who are going to be saved. So continue Daniel 12:1. It says, at that time shall Michael stand up, the great prince, which standeth for the children of thy people. And there shall be a time of trouble, such as never was since there was a nation, even to that same time, right? And so-called UFOs flying around with fighter jets fighting them. Nobody ever seen that before. You know, I watched this little movie. I forgot what it was called. It's on Netflix. But these kids were at camp, and there was just an alien invasion that hit. And throughout the whole movie, you see the fighter jets fighting the UFOs, or what you could say, what we know, which would be the chariots. You know what I'm saying? So let's keep going. It says, and at that time, that people shall be delivered, everyone that shall be found written in the book. And we understand that book is a book of life written in the book of Revelation. So let's keep going in the book of Revelation 12:7, verse 8. So it says, and prevail not, neither was their place found any more in heaven. Right. Because the Michael and his angels dissolved it, like it speaks about in Isaiah 34. Literally dissolved it. All right. Just like it says in 2nd Ezra 13, I can perceive nothing but dust and the smell of smoke. All right. He says, verse 9, he says, and the great dragon was cast out, the old serpent called the devil and Satan, which deceived the whole world. He was cast out into the earth, and his angels were cast out with him. You know, dumbass Christians would take that, the devil used to be in heaven, the angels got cast out. No, it's literally happening. It's literally going to happen. We're going to see that. The devil, Satan means adversary, devil means what? It means to deceive. Let's get that word serpent here real quick. Serpent, Ophis. It says with ancients, the serpent was an emblem of cunning and wisdom. Right, the scripture saying in the book of Daniel, he was wiser. No, it was in Daniel. I think it was in Ezekiel. So something like that. Just loosely paraphrasing. That thou art wiser than Daniel. You know, this damn devil is wise to do witchcraft and evil. It says the serpent who is deceived, right? Deceived, which goes into deception, which brings the word devil. Eve was regarded by the Jews as the devil, which means the deceiver. All right. It says as a type of sly cunning. Right. It says an artful, malicious person. Woo! That explains it. So okay. So when we see in Revelation 12 and 9, when it says that old serpent called the devil and Satan, and you get the definitions of each and one of them, those end up being adjectives describing somebody. All right, a malicious individual, artful, malicious individual, or a sly, cunning individual called the devil, which means a deceiver. He's very deceptive, which is an adjective. All these words are adjectives. It says it's Satan. Satan means an adversary. He's adverse, which is another adjective describing somebody. He's adverse to this. He's adverse to life. All those describe the self-proclaimed white man. So that's how you know that it says in the great dragon was cast out. And again, when you're looking up the dragon is like I think is a wise creature too, but very fierce. All right. So Esau is described as a dragon, a serpent, a devil, and Satan. Okay, because all the adjectives line up to who this white man is. So this is speaking about Esau being cast out when he comes and tries to do what? Actually have the audacity to fight Michael, or the archangel, and the angel. He's going to get dissolved, like it says in Isaiah 34. Alright? He's going to get cast out, and he's not going to prevail, like it says the verse above in verse 8. So these things are literally going to happen. Michael's going to stand up for us, like it's mentioned in Daniel 12. Alright? So I just wanted to bring that to light and show you how literally scripts can be too. Like these things are actually going to happen. The belief has to kick in, faith has to help you understand it. We're actually going to see these fights. Esau called airplane fights dog fights. You're going to see these dog fights happen in the sky, but it's not going to be between two fighter jets from fighter jet from Russia and fighter jet from the United States. It's going to be a fighter jet versus a chariot, an object that's not known to this world. Okay? And it's going to be dissolved by those flaming breath, take this, like it says in 2 Corinthians 13, all mixed together. That laser beam, concentrated fire. It's going to be a beautiful sight to see. Those are going to be the same vehicles destroying, but the ones that are destroying Esau's system and destroying his inventions, like it says again in 2 Corinthians 13. So rebuke the wicked inventions of him. It's going to rebuke those wicked inventions with the laser beams. They're going to be the same vehicles that are going to beam us up. You're going to get a balance and escape the nuclear fire. So Lord willing, this is edifying. I'm going to give our glory on the places too. And how you're about to show me how to shine, about to show me how to bash. Double honors to the apostles and brothers that are standing and teach well. Peace and salutation to you. That will be what true, but Pastor Paul to you.